Now, let's focus on subsequences. Now, subsequences are related to already identified sequence, and this is how we define subsequence here. Let me write here its formal definition. Let X be a sequence, okay? Be a sequence of real numbers, okay? Of real numbers, and let's say natural numbers n sub 1 is less than to n sub 2, less than to n sub 3. In short, the natural numbers are also increasing a certain order until n sub k, the kth natural number. B is strictly increasing sequence of natural numbers. As mentioned, they are natural numbers, so we were able to establish the sequence of natural numbers, and we can now say then the sequence x prime, which is a sequence of certain x sub n using selected our natural number, okay, given by, have here x n sub 1, x n sub 2, x n sub 3 until x n sub k, and so on and so forth. This certain set of elements that is actually considered a sequence as well is now identified, okay, is called a subsequence of x. So this is the definition of subsequences, or in this case a subsequence of x, okay, where we simply pick or choose terms from already identified x sub n sequence of real numbers, and making sure that what we picked here is also a strictly increasing sequence of natural numbers. The resulting terms could be formed into another sequence, and that is considered to be a subsequence of x. Okay, let's try to come up here with an illustration. Let's say our x, or sequence x, or x sub n, let's just say this is identified as 1 over n. Okay, so let's just have a sequence 1 over n. We can find a subsequence of this once we're able to establish certain natural numbers in a strictly increasing order that we are going to pick as well. Let's just say, of course, expanding this, when n is equal to 1, you will have here 1. And when n is equal to 2, 1/2. You will have here 1/3. You'll have 1/4, 1/5, 1/6. This is a sequence of the numbers, real numbers, in this given sequence. We could come up with a subsequence of this given sequence, identifying a certain criteria on the natural numbers that we are going to pick. Let's just say we are going to pick here the results of our, or the terms where our n are all even. Let's just say our n sub 1 is 2, our n sub 2 is 4, n sub 3 is 6, n sub 4 is 8, n sub 5 is 10. So if we're going to do it like that, the elements now of the new sequence using these values, you will have here the elements of the sequence. Okay, when n is 2, you will have 1/2. When n is 4 is 1/4. When n is 6 is 1/6. You'll have 1/8, 1/10, and so on and so forth. These are all elements of the given sequence. And since they follow a certain criteria, where all of these are also strictly increasing in order, our x prime here is already identified as a subsequence of x. Other subsequence that you could draw here is, of course, if we're going to pick your n by multiple of 3. So 3, n sub 2 is, let's say, 6, n sub 3 is 9, n sub 4 is 12, and sub 5 is 15. So for x double prime, this is also a subsequence, and you will have here 1/3, 1/6, 1/9, 1/12, 1/15. If we're going to continue, we'll also have other terms here. This is also a subsequence of x, since all of these are also elements of the given sequence. So in any sequence, you can actually have more than one subsequence. And for the next video, we're going to talk about a certain theorem revolving the subsequence. So we're going to prove that and also illustrate it further later. Thank you very much for watching.